What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again, back with the back of the day, guys, on my unboxing and overview of the brand new Jacob Gray TWC9. Woo. All right, y'all, we got in the Jacob Gray TWC9 in the building, and I've been waiting for this one for quite some time. I was actually introduced to Jacob Gray from Alpha Foxtrot, who also makes 1911s, but obviously Jacob Gray has went a step further into their 1911 department and are making a brand new double stack 1911, the TWC9. And I think, me personally, I kind of like this more than what you can get out of Staccato. Now, I know you're gonna go ahead and murder me for saying that, but let me talk a little bit more about it. Let's unbox it. Stay tuned because the review is coming soon. We've already taken it out and shot it a little bit. We'll show you a little bit of footage there, nothing too much, but we definitely have already ran through some miles, and I'm really digging, and a lot of people will agree that this bad boy is heavily in the competition with other 1911 double stack 2011, other shooters out there. Like, you should highly recommend just taking a look into what Jacob Gray has to offer. Now, quick disclaimer, they did send this one out to me. This one, though, comes as any other. This is not a special box. No, this is how the box comes. I thought at first, like, yo, did y'all send me this like as a creator box or something of some sorts? No, this little box, I love it. I don't know, I just love the design. I love the look. I love the presentation off the rip, the presentation of this whole entire gun and the unboxing of this whole entire gun. The experience of it is off the wall, right? Obviously, it shoots phenomenal, and that's the main part. I get it, but I can let you guys know that that's already covered as well. But with that being said, we have it here. This is what you get. You'll get the same exact thing. Beautiful design of the box. If you want to keep it up there, I might have to treat this like a little box of Wheaties, you feel me? Because I don't know, not many guns come in boxes like this, and I actually do like the design. It's not just like plain Jane. It's pretty dope if you ask me, okay? But let's I know you want to see the gun, right? So you open it up. Inside the box, you get also a bag, which is great. A soft case bag, but it's pretty durable. It has cushioning and has a little bit of hard material there, so that it can sit up right straight. So you have yourself like a little range bag to go along with it. So that is a huge plus as well. We'll put this one on over here. Or I'm gonna keep this right here. I like it to look like that. Yeah. So you have a bag here. You got a little bit of Velcro if you want to throw on any stickers or any labels or something like that. I did get some stickers though. Jacob Gray right there as well. That's the actual logo. You got Jacob Gray in that Dunkin' Donuts and the TWC9. And I said stickers, I meant some patches, you feel me? So you got that. You got two zippers that are weather sealed. And you open this bad boy up. Get ready. There she goes, man. Damn, she's sexy. So you got her right there laid out for you at night, you feel me? She ready to do what you want to do with her, you feel me? You feel what I'm saying? She's very, very beautiful. I gotta be 100% honest. She is wrapped up. You got your two straps right there. In this pouch, I'll go ahead and get straight to it though, because we're gonna talk about the gun. I know you guys wanna know, but you're gonna have everything come in this patch right here. And I already kind of have been through it, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna have the gun come, of course, with its top cap, and then you'll have two different plates. One will be an RMR plate, and then you'll have an RMSC plate, I believe. So you have that here. You actually have like a little bullet in here as well. I don't know if that's like for the testing to make sure everything was like aligned as far as the irons. You'll also come with your screws that are needed for each and every single one of these plates alongside with the optics. So you're gonna have a whole bunch of screws, additional screws. You got your manual in there. You also got your little card that lets you know which optics this can run on for the RMR and the RMSC. There's tons of optics. You pretty much, you want it, you name it, they got it. And what we have on here is a Swamp Fox, and this is the, I want to say the Liberty. So yeah, we have the Liberty 2 on this bad boy right here. So you got, like I stated before, a pouch with all that, and you have an additional magazine. These feature two 17-round Checkmate magazines. These also though work with also as like my Prodigy magazines. They work with some Atlas magazines as well. So they pretty much match and go along with any standard double stack 1911 magazine out there. But on this one in particular, we have the Checkmate, which is, some will say the top of the cream of the crop when it comes to magazines for those double stack 1911s. So you got your manual, you got all that. we'll put this back in here. And also I want to give a quick disclaimer and a quick heads up. If you end up grabbing this and you decide to put an optic on here, be very careful, because you do get two torque wrenches, right, to take off that. And for some reason, mine was not really working well with what was like, it did not fit correctly, I felt like. And I felt like I pretty much stripped one of the screws, and I had to do a lot of extra work to get it off. Eventually I did get it off, and they do supply 2 additional screws of those, so that when you want to put it back on, you have just 2 sets. But for some reason, the ones that it came with, I don't know if it was Loctite, I don't know what it was, but I did have a little issue getting them off, but eventually I did. And I just want to give you guys a heads up on that. So just be very patient with that, because they are like, the end caps with the actual irons are screwed down pretty tight. Bam! She's a beauty, I know. She is a beauty. So we have here the double stack 1911 from Jacob Grade, the TWC9. And I really just love the gun overall. The overall weight, the overall feel, the length. One of the things that you're really going to like the most though, and believe it or not, are the irons. For some reason, some sort of way they did these iron sights, it just makes it extremely easy to line up when shooting with irons as well as with shooting with your dot. It was something about these irons that just captured my eyes, and when you look at it, it just lays in extremely well. And now these are suppressor height iron sights, so if there's ever a threaded barrel or something that comes down the road, or if you end up grabbing yourself one, you will automatically have those irons set up ready to go. But I like the suppressor height sights also because it allows you to co-witness when shooting this bad boy. And it's like a 1/3 co-witness, which is perfect in my opinion, so that the iron sights are not all in the way, but they're there if needed. The overall weight of this bad boy, and that's the thing that I like a lot about this gun, the overall weight unloaded is 30 ounces. And that's the thing about this gun that sets it apart from a lot of other double stack 1911s out there, specifically ones in this price range. This is an all metal. Now the frame, and I have my transcripts right here, right? 7075 aircraft grade aluminum, fully CNC machine from billet, featured on the TWC9 frame. Now the trigger, one of the things that people notice when I like allow people to actually hold it, because I had a couple of people shoot it and try it out, you got a 3.5 pound trigger. And it's stated here, consistent and crisp in one piece with a 3.5 pound controlled radius. Capacity 17 rounds plus 1 on both of these bad boys. The barrel is a 4.25 416 SS bull barrel with a 1 in 10 twist. And I mean, out the gate, she's phenomenal. Butter. I ain't no air racker, so I can't do all that, unfortunately, but I'm pretty sure someone out there can do it. So when I initially shot it, just right out the gate, it shot phenomenally. It felt great in the hand. The weight overall, because I'm used to shooting like my Prodigy, which is that polymer frame, it just shot extremely well. And as I stated before, a lot of people are comparing this to like the Staccato C. I don't like to compare guns with one another, but obviously when it comes to this, it is within the same exact realm. I think it's like the same, like damn near the same exact price, maybe a little bit above or a little bit low as that model. And when you put those 2 and 2 together, check out yourself on the internet, watch the reviews. They'll speak for themselves from people out there and even people over on Reddit that they prefer this model or they like this model just as much or even better. Specifically, one of the big points is that the fact that it is that 7075 aluminum billet. You got way more weight, so you got less, recoil, but it also has a fabulous trigger. It's extremely soft shooter and a great reset as well. One of the biggest complaints I've seen so far is the grip. Not everybody's a fan of the grip texture and how smooth it is here. And then you have this random diamond cuts on the front and the back. Me personally, I actually like it a lot. I mean, it looks different. It looks distinct. The serrations on the slide, they work well for me. Like, in my opinion, I feel like Jacob Grade did something different to stand out and be different. And what they did, it may not be accustomed to like the ordinary 2011 look, but it works. And I have no problem with that whatsoever. So I actually like these a lot. The serrations on there's like almost like a shark tooth, or it's different, but it does give enough grip for me to, if I want to pull the slide from the front or from the back, and also the grip handling with the diamond cuts here and here. That is where the majority of my pressure on my grip is, in my fingers and in my palm. So I feel like where it's at is where it needs to be, and where it's not, it doesn't really matter. I'm not slipping my grip right here, so I'm perfectly fine with how it is at the end of the day. You also have a pretty big and nice enlarged like trigger guard, so you have enough spot to like kind of, you know, get enough. I mean, obviously the reset is extremely small, so you're not even gonna, if you're, you know, staying on the trigger, you're not gonna need all that space, but it just has a really nice overall space right there within there for big fingers, big hands, whatever you want to call it. The overall length is 7.75 inches and the overall height is 5.75 inches. And as I stated before, I did shoot a little bit. I'm not going to sit here and say I shot like a ton and give you guys that full on depth review. That's going to be coming down the pipeline, but I have watched numerous people who have done reviews. One in particular, 1911 Syndicate, they did a review on it. They really loved this gun and had pretty much nothing really negative to say whatsoever about, but they were just being picky about, like, one in particular, salutes to them, but their little issue was the fact that the gun was called Jacob Gray, that they don't like that their guns, or they don't like guns being named after a person, which I feel like they were just reaching at that point. And I love 1911 Syndicate. If you're watching this, I highly doubt you are, because I'm a small guy, but if that's the case, then what about every goddamn gun company in the world? Daniel Defense, Glock, not Remington, maybe Remington, I don't know, Smith & Wesson, Marlin, you know, I could just go on and on, honestly, right? Like, I mean, there's every single 6 hour, you know, H&K, Mossberg, you know, pretty much every gun company out there has the name slapped on it of someone else's name. So I don't really have an issue with that. But besides that, I think they shot over 1,000 rounds and did not have one failure to feed. So that has a lot to say. We'll do the same exact thing and see if it's maybe a luck on their end, but I doubt we have an issue on this one. This gun has just been fabulous with the amount that I've shot and from what I already seen from other people out there. It's more so, you know, are you willing to try or give it up to a new company out there, which me personally, hey, I'm a new guy, I'm a new channel. So I'm all about, you know, breaking the barriers and trying something new. And I really like what Jacob Gray has here. And that's why I'm pleased to be able to give you guys a full-on in-depth review on this one very soon on the channel. So stay tuned. I'm literally going to be probably getting that out to you guys early next week, as that's when we plan on even doing a little bit more additional footage and then coming back and breaking it down and talking about everything Jacob Gray TWC9. So stay tuned. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.